This is like my first official week half marathon training. Holy shit, I'm running around like a psychopath. It was finally nice out. Who wants to run in 30 degrees?
Thanks for joining me in my unboxing.
I'm a chatty fucking Kathy this morning, so let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to our community. We are back to vlogging. We are officially in half marathon training. Last week you saw my half marathon prepping week. It was all in the last video, so go check out the last video where I did my half marathon prep because I actually am meeting with a run coach for the first time ever. It's Lizzie Pepper. She was on my podcast and offered me free run coaching, so obviously I took her up on it and I'm so grateful. Anyway, so it's the first Monday of my official plan that she set up for me, and we're doing a 4-mile run. I actually ran 8 miles this weekend in Central Park. I think I needed that to prove to myself I still got it. I did about 2 runs a week in February, and one was a slow recovery run and the other was my long run, which was 5 miles. And that's kind of what I did to get back into it. And then this weekend I did 8 miles. While I was in Mexico, I did a 5-mile run on the beach with Ethan, which is hard. So I've just kind of been working my way back up, and I finally feel ready to go. So we're starting with I think 3 runs a week this week, and then we'll do 4 next week and try to stick to 4 to 5 every week after, including workout classes and yoga and stuff. I'm really gonna try to get into 1 yoga class a week. Ethan was talking about this one at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesdays at our gym, so I feel if it's something that me and him do every single week, then it's something I'll actually show up for. We'll see if I keep up with all this. Obviously, it's ambitious, but happy Monday. Let's go for a 4-mile run. Also, every time I ask you guys what you want to see in the community tab, vlogs is always the #1 thing, so thanks for watching.
My run coach told me to stay the conversational pace today, so I'm just chatting to you to see if that's where I'm at.
Okay, what you've missed. I have been rushing for the past hour and a half. I was editing a Nike brand deal, which is so cool, but I had to get that in, and then I've just been working for work, and now it's 12 o'clock, so with 15 minutes of my lunch break, I'm gonna take a consultation right now with a wedding planner. I'm trying to just take all of the consultations I can get to get as much free advice. I've already spoken to, I wanna say 4 or 5, and there's already literally just one that sticks out in my head. And I think when you talk to a bunch of people and realize one of them made you not feel absolute shit about your budget and was we can make that work. But everyone has different venues, different experience, so I like to talk to all of them. I just grabbed a coffee and I'm about to hop on a call with another planner. Hi.
Everything for that venue, but the venues that they were looking at also, we do a side by side like this on each category. Some might include tents, some don't, some do
Okay, that was the longest one I've had, the longest consultation I've had for wedding planning, but the most helpful. I feel she really took the time to get to know me. She showed me exactly what I would be getting. Here's what we would do for venue scouting, and the high and low budget for each area, and just so helpful. I can't even explain it to you. It's seeming it's worth every penny. And also because I have 2 years till my wedding, I can make more money or save more money or hit a big brand deal, who the hell knows? And I'm not gonna base my budget off of that. Obviously, I'm basing my budget off of what we currently have, but I'm hopeful that I can pay for the wedding planner from a brand deal in the next 2 years that will cover it. I don't know. I just feel it'll be worth every penny because I have been trying to do the venue search on my own, and it's clearly taken me, 4 months, and I'm still lost. And she has a really great knowledge of places in Long Island, in the Hamptons, in upstate New York, so we can actually look kind of all over and have someone say, okay, this is what your budget would look like at each place, and then we can come up with an educated decision together. So I do feel better, and now I'm gonna get back to work. Rushing out the door this morning. I actually forgot to vlog last night, but just watched The Bachelor at my friend's house. And we are now going to meet up with my friend Jordana from the Daily Schfitz. You might know her. She was on my podcast and she invited me to an event as her +1 that she was invited to at the bathhouse. I'm so excited. We're gonna be saunaing, steam rooming, going in like hot and cold baths. I have been to a place like this before, but not the bathhouse before, so I'm so excited. And the fact that it's at 8 a.m. before the workday, like, perfection. So let's go.
We're surrounded by a ton of influencers who are like, almost official. They're taking like very aesthetic, like sexual photos. We're just trying to keep up. Yeah. We're just trying to actually enjoy. So we're in this sauna. Okay, good morning. After the whole really fun morning excursion at Bathhouse yesterday, which I love a cold plunge and sauna, and I love Jordana. It was like the perfect morning. I was just working my butt off all day. And then today we have a really fun, busy morning. So it is 7 a.m. I'm running to Regen, the Pilates and strength training class that I've been loving. Then we're podcasting with the founder of Bala. We have a lot going on today, so let's get after it.
Class was really, really hard. I have literally 10 minutes. I just got home and I need to head to the podcast studio downtown. So I quickly came home, not even showering, but it was no cardio, so I'm not really sweating. Call me gross, I don't care. This is really the only time that I'm able to record a podcast during the week, which is 9 a.m. because I start work at 10, and the only way I can get a workout in is if I do it before that. So when I get a good sleep, I'm able to do it all. How I prepare is the whole way to the podcast. I will listen to past podcast episodes on like 2x speed with the founder and kind of pick up on things that I want to like elaborate more on, dive more into, things that would interest my audience the most, or like follow-up questions from other interviews that I feel like wasn't really tapped into. Like the last thing I want to do is have the same interview she's had on a million other podcasts. That's kind of my process. So like as I'm listening on 2x speed to a couple podcasts she's been on, I'm writing down notes of things I want to talk to her about. So specifically, I have been obsessed with this essential oil thing, and it's I'm most intrigued about is the fact that was he your husband at the time when you quit?
Boyfriend.
Okay. That's
new
even
boyfriend.
crazier.
New boyfriend of like 2 months or something.
Okay, you and your new boyfriend of 2 months quit your jobs. So then you both decide, fuck this, we're leaving and we're gonna travel the world?
Literally. We
How
were like,
old?
fuck this, we're overworked.
Okay, we just recorded
Yay.
with Natalie. She was amazing. That was so good.
That was awesome.
I'm
I
so
loved
excited.
it.
I think this
Zoomed
one's
by.
Tuesday, coming out Tuesday.
Yay.
I should honestly just start calling my vlogs like week of morning routines, because once I sit down at my desk, like you literally never hear from me again. But here we are. I'm feeling very tired, but I really want to film a plan with me for February over my lunch break right now. So I think I'm gonna get another like 15 minutes of work done and then for March. I'm so tired. Real talk, I was actually talking to Ethan about this last night. I was playing like meditation music at night while we were washing up. I do that a lot of the time. And I was saying to Ethan, like, I wonder the kind of person I would be like if I didn't do this stuff. Like, I literally need for survival to like have a slow morning routine, to work out before my work day, to like calm the fuck down before bed. Like, I wonder what I would be like if I didn't have all those practices. And he was like, I think it's more so what would you be like if you didn't live in New York City? He's like, I don't think you would need all of that if you didn't live here. And I'm like, I guess that's true, but I do also like run anxious. Like, I'm kind of an anxious person. He's like, I think it's just the city. So crazy seeing the difference from being in Mexico, relaxing on the beach, and then you come home back to your New York City hustle lifestyle and you just notice the difference so much more. Like you just recognize so much more. Like as you saw, like waking up, going to a workout, I went to film a podcast, or I'm doing something for my podcast or my YouTube channel. Then I work a full work day and I do random things for my own side hustles and meetings and whatever throughout the day on my lunch break. Sprinkle, I can't stop yawning as I'm talking about it. Sprinkle in some wedding planning in the mix and like being in that phase where nothing's booked. I also work till 7 p.m. So I work like Austin hours technically. So I'm 10 to 7 instead of like 9 to 6. And so I like to be washing up for bed between like by 9:30 these days. So I have 2 hours after work to like slam the computer down, cook, clean, make Ethan breakfast for the next day, sort any laundry or whatever, like home stuff that I need to do. I never get to any like work that I say I'll get to at night. So I have to do that stuff in the morning. And it's just like, holy shit. I'm running around like a psychopath. And I don't know why I got on this tangent. I think because I keep yawning, I'm just, this is insane. Oh man, a plan with me is needed, I guess was the moral of the story. I have caught myself in a lack mindset, lack mentality, and it's hard when you like consider yourself a really self-aware person, and then all of a sudden, like in a meditation, I was like, oh fuck, like called myself out. I was like, I have been in a lack mindset with this wedding planning. Like my budget's not big enough, like just so lack, and like it's literally not for 2 years. This is the time to manifest, to live in abundance so that I can receive all of that back. And also like I'm creating mountains out of molehills. Like I am getting anxious about things before they even happen. Like I am being a psychopath before anything has happened yet and letting stress run my life. And like we can literally shift anything with our thoughts. So I need to just shift the perspective of like, this is a fucking party. This is supposed to be fun. So I'm trying to get some more abundance affirmations to like change my thoughts. So if you have any, drop them below. But anyway, I'm gonna do some work and then I think do the plan with me video.
They're all there all the time.
The level of procrastination happening this morning, unheard of. If I have a whole free morning and I don't have something that I like need to edit after my workout or whatever, and it's freezing outside, I'm taking my damn time. Also, you saw my morning yesterday. It was like on to the next. So I'm just like, you know, I still woke up at 6:30, but it's almost 8:30 and I'm still sitting here. Ethan and I were chatting all morning with our journals, laughing. We got into like deep conversation and then we were like, what are we doing? Like we gotta go. Finally, it was nice out in New York City. On my training plan, I have to do 3 miles today. Conversational pace, I said that weird, which is fine because I'm actually a little sore from yesterday, but I stretched last night, but it's back to 30 degrees in New York again. It was finally nice out. Who wants to run in 30 degrees? And it looks like, I feel like the longer I wait, the sunnier it gets outside, so it's fine. So I'm just gonna slowly finish this coffee and then, I actually have therapy during my lunch break today, and I don't know if I'm gonna love that or hate it, but it was the only time we could both figure it out for this week. And I'm interested if I'm like too much in work mode or if it's gonna be like a nice release midday. So let you know. I have to recommend this podcast episode. It's House Guest with Kenzie Elizabeth is the podcast, and Melissa Wood Health is the guest, and it's all about like navigating your 20s. And I love hearing from Melissa Wood Health on the topic because she was like a partier, like kind of describes herself as like chaotic, was angry, reactive, all the things, and now look where she is, and she built all of this like in her 30s. I'm gonna make my potion now. I'm really procrastinating this morning, but I am allowing it, okay? Because sometimes it's okay to take advantage of the fact that I don't start till 10 and your morning is not gonna go as planned, but I'm still gonna get the miles in and enjoy my morning. I'm gonna throw up. There's like a leftover sip of potion from the other day and it smells like hard-boiled eggs. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, noted. Holy shit, that was potent potion. Oh my God, that hard-boiled egg stench. Anyway, I'm not selling anyone on this powder, am I? We're doing electrolytes instead of element today. We got the amino acids. This is what kind of makes it taste good. It's like berry flavor. It's actually good. You're supposed to have this like 30 to 40 minutes before you work out, which is good because sometimes I take it way too close and I'm like peeing every 5 seconds at my run. So I'm gonna like make my YouTube thumbnail, drink my potion, take my time. This is beta-alanine. That's the stuff that makes you like itch and tingle, but it doesn't anymore, just when you first start taking it. And then creatine. It's gonna make me smarter and hopefully grow my butt. Little side tangent, which is like might come off wrong, but if you aren't a judgmental person, it won't. Part of the whole wedding planning process that's particularly kind of hard in the circle I grew up in is we grew up in a pretty like affluent area. And so the weddings that we're attending of friends are really nice weddings. And so then when you go to plan yours and you have this vision of what you want and you see the prices, you're like, oh, that's what they're spending. But that's just like a side tangent of why the finances have been so stressful. I think it is for everyone, but particularly in the sense of like I had this one vision of how my wedding would be and I'm like, oh, maybe it won't be able to be that way. But anyway, I do have a final call with the wedding planner that I think I'm gonna hire. The girl that I felt really comfortable around happens to be the most affordable one. So I'm like, first of all, abundance, thank you. That was like one of the first calls I had. I didn't really know what to ask. And now I wanna know like, oh, how does this work? Are you gonna be like sending me spreadsheets of sample budgets? Like how organized are you in terms of like what you're gonna be delivering to me and all that? So I'm gonna have my mom join the call just cause I want her like stamp of approval. I'm a chatty fucking Kathy this morning, so let's go. Let's take my potion and shut the fuck up. Turns out I never did the plan with me video and tomorrow's March 1st. So I can either do it tomorrow. Oh fuck, I'm podcasting here tomorrow. Does that mean I can or I can't? Comment down below, when do you usually watch Plan With Me videos? Do you want them up like prior to the first day of the month or are you watching them the whole first week? Because tomorrow is the first day of the month and I have to upload a brand deal. So I'm like, maybe I'll film it and upload it the next day, like Saturday, Sunday, which is March 2nd or 3rd. So glad I put on makeup for this video. I'm right now quickly listening to a 10-minute solo episode by Michael that's going up tomorrow. When there's Friday solo episodes, they're like 15 minutes long. For the Skinny Confidential podcast, if you're new, I edit their social media and everything. So for those solo episodes, I literally do them the end of day on Thursday because they're 10-minute listen and I pull out like a couple of TikToks because it's only 10 minutes. And I actually like listening to the solo episodes. Like I would listen to them anyway on my own time.
You read, it's one of the rare times you get out of your own head and you get into the head of someone else. Think about it. You're reading someone else's words that they thought that they put down on paper. So it automatically takes you out of the way that you process and the way that you think and puts you in somebody else's perspective. All of the mistakes that people have made throughout the history of the world are in books. So instead of going through life and making those same mistakes yourself, reading is actually going to teach you how to not make those mistakes or maybe avoid them or avoid the pitfalls of a way that maybe somebody thinks in a non-positive way. And so again, reading is just so important.
Ethan is so kind and is letting us order in tonight and not cook. I'm so excited. Since it's 6:30, I'm gonna finish up work at the gym. I'm gonna go stretch and sauna at the gym and like really do a deep stretch. Cause if I stretch here, I'll do like a little video, but if I stretch there, I get like motivated and I'll go in the sauna and I'll do way more for my recovery if I just go. And also it's good for the mental health to get out of the apartment at some point. And Ethan's there also stretching and sauning, so we'll walk home together.
Look who I found at the gym. Hi. What's in your mouth?
Mouthguard?
Why?
I don't grind my teeth.
You're embarrassing me. Okay, get away. You're embarrassing me.
Hey girls
Wait,
and boys, join me in my unboxing. This is Numa.
I'm in the background like you're doing great, sweetie.
Ooh, I opened it the wrong way.
Oh.
Daily wellness soda.
Oh.
And hold on, it's all organic. It's got reverse osmosis carbonated water. That's really nice to know. Okay. Organic lemon, organic tart cherry juice, organic fruit punch flavor. I don't know why I'm counting. Vitamin C, pineapple flavor, zinc, stevia leaf, organic turmeric, ginger extract, ashwagandha extract. Those are really good ingredients.
Yeah, wow.
There's only 2 grams of sugar, even with all these juices that are added. That passes our test. Pineapple, dragon fruit, love dragon fruit. Yeah, add them to the fridge because these are gonna be so
These
good.
look good. Wait, so no
Cherry cola.
Wait, so no caffeine?
I haven't seen caffeine yet. Oh,
Wait,
and then
these
these
look
are
good.
sports drinks.
What does that mean? Like a smoothie or energy?
Let's see. I'm gonna guess before I read it that this is gonna have more sugar, which can be good if you're exercising. 5 grams of sugar, right, a little bit more. Some sodium, so electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, calcium, 28% coconut water. This looks
Wait, what are
fantastic.
they? An energy drink
Yeah.
or a smoothie? Chocolate mint?
It's not an energy drink, it's like probably good for recovery. What?
No, wait, save it for dessert. It's chocolate.
I'll say you can have yours for dessert.
Really? There's stevia in it, so it should be
Yeah,
like
it's
sweet.
a little sweet. We're having ourselves a special date night. Ordering date night.
Pookie.
What?
He doesn't know what that means.
Fuck Pookie?
I lost my tripod, so I'm now bending down on the ground to talk to you. I'm lighting some sandalwood incense. This is the first time I'm having someone record on my podcast that isn't like already a friend or family. It feels intimate, but like I need to make a financially smart decision and start filming at home. Like this episode now is fully free, where normally I'd be at the podcast studio right now recording with her, but I have this professional camera. I learned how to set it up as a webcam. The one thing I'm missing is a Zoom recorder where you plug both of your microphones into it, and I think that'll help the audio issue I've been having. I also think the background here is cute, like genuinely, and I have a good camera, so I should be taking advantage. It stands out on the feed of TikTok. We're good, but wish me luck, because this is the first time I'm doing it with someone that I don't have never actually met before. But we did actually run past each other in Central Park this weekend, and we're like, see you next week. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this recording because I need this camera for my podcast, and I feel like I've been really chatty this week. This vlog is way too long. So I'm gonna say goodbye. It's Friday, recording this podcast and then back to work for the day. I will see you guys next week. Happy to be vlogging. Mwah. Subscribe if you're new. Why am I bent in half like a pretzel? I gotta go.